Yes, I do have on a filter. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and get into this reading for Tuesday. We have just left Mercury retrograde on the 14th, but we are currently in the shadow period. So yeah, let's just go ahead and dive in. I look really cute. This filter is cute. I ain't gonna front. Anyways, we're just gonna go ahead and dive in. Felt like doing a few different decks today, just to kind of switch it up, you know? Today is Tuesday the 16th. This reading is just going to be a daily reading. After retrograde and during retrograde, it's all about reflecting, being mindful, being aware, going within. It's all about communication and understanding communication and being willing to understand others' communication and that there's delays and just being mindful of that. So I wanted to go ahead and get a proverb. Spirit, just one card for the collective for this daily reading. Throw it in there. Just one card for the collective. So we have 63, okay? This is the I Ching deck. So again, this is just a proverb to kind of open our space, open our mind, and kind of get us prepared for this daily reading. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So 63 is Chi-Chi. It doesn't have the tones over them, so it's kind of hard to pronounce it accurately. But it stands for after completion, which kind of makes sense since we again are in the shadow period and it's the completion of the actual moving backward. We have above water, below fire, water over fire, cautious optimism. Fire and water are elements in opposition in most circumstances. Here, they work together by setting rules that sustain the endeavor. Too little fire and the water will not heat. Too much heat and the water will boil over. Extinguishing the fire. The situation has been set up for success, but it must be closely attended as it proceeds. Recognize the dangers as well as the rewards, okay? So it says, again, it's cautious optimism. So again, we don't want to put out our fire. We don't want to put out our plans. We don't want to dismiss them. We don't want to overlook our goals. We don't want that. We want to, again, have cautious optimism. So we are cautiously planning. We're not stepping back in fear. We're not stepping back in doubt. We are planning with the utmost thought that it's all going to work out. We're going to continue forward, and it's working together. So things that may not seem like it's going well is actually working out for your good. Things that may seem like it was a disruption, it was a setback, it was a movement of stagnation, but it actually was still moving you forward. So with your body being still, it was your mind moving, it was your passion moving, or with your mind moving, it was your body being still. It was a working together. So again, it says this situation has been set up for success, but it must be closely attended as it proceeds. So again, do not drop out. Do not just step away. Do not feel like, oh, this tower moment, or, you know, this moment of me feeling this way. I had a moment of doubt, had a moment of fear, had a moment of anxiety, had a moment of worry. I might as well just sit in it. No, we want to continue forward with the thought that it's all going to work out, because it is continuously working out. Again, it was just a matter of delays. Bless me. Thank you. It was a matter of delays. It was a matter of setbacks. But again, we want to make sure is that if it's not enough fire, which means it's not enough passion and not enough drive and not enough ambition, not enough of us leading ourselves and being aware of ourselves, the water will not heat. Water is our creativity. Water is how we go out into the world with our sensuality, with our confidence, with the knowing who we are. It says if it's too much heat, then the water will boil over, extinguishing the fire. So we have too much fire. We're just going ahead. We're not thinking. We're not planning. We're not being mindful of things in our life and how to actually be aware of it. We're just going to extinguish everything, and it's not going to work out because it was too much fire. Okay. Actually was doing some homework. I call what I call my homework, and it had an affirmation today, and it said, it is easy for me to clear mental clutter and see beyond the obvious. And that is what this card is saying, is to clear the mental clutter and see beyond the obvious of the situation that you feel like it may be doomed, it may be bad, it's not going your way, it's not working out for you. It is. It's just a matter of you recognizing that within yourself and acknowledging that, okay? So again, that was 63. So if that number even has a meaning to you, it is. And that's the second to last card, which we're right around the corner of the success. We're right around the corner of what we want. We're right around the corner of our desires, of our wants, okay? We're right around the corner of it. I don't know what is going on with my camera today. I'm sorry. There we go. All right, is it crooked? Am I tripping? We're just gonna let it be, because the more I touch it, the more it does things it wants to do. Okay. So again, in the last word, it said recognize the dangers as well as the rewards. So it's all working out. Yes, this may be happening, but again, it says we're not gonna look at the obvious. Okay. So that was our card for the I Ching. Again, just wanted to get a little proverb in there before we got into the reading of it in itself. So with this knowledge, let's go ahead and dive in. Again, this is a daily reading, but it's like a timeless daily, but it's a daily reading, okay? Spirit, what information do you have for the collective? What information do you have for the collective? Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? No rush. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at these cards. So it's given that we, as a collective, have been going through some material turmoil, in a sense, with our mindset, and a little bit of heartache due to that, and like having to get ourselves together and figure it out. And the reason why I say that is because the first card that came out was the Four of Pentacles, and it came in reverse. And the Four of Pentacles is about having this mindset that what we currently have is all that we ever will have in the material world, that is our limit, and we need to hold on to it so tight. We need to think about that only. But it did come in the reverse, so we're going to go ahead and take a closer look into that, because that is the upright meaning. But we want to take a look, okay? Because with this information, with the 63, we want to take caution of that, okay? So it's letting us know right now that it may be a little bit of material delay. It may be a little bit of, it's the filter. It may be a little bit of hardships within business or affairs. So again, we are currently in the shadow period. So again, that's why they're saying being cautious, but still moving forward. Not giving up, not allowing what happened to weigh you down, to restrict you, to confine you, to make you feel like you have to hold on to everything so tightly, so sure. Just like, I'm clenching on. I'm really fucking clenching on. This is all I got. This is all that it is. No, because then we have this mindset that we only care about the material, and then we're neglecting our spiritual. We're neglecting our mental. We are not in balance of self. We are not sure of self. We feel like that is the only way out, and we're not allowing ourselves to have more than one possibility of, I want to say escape. I wanted to say escape. Escape keeps coming in my head. Escape of the mental, escape of the bodies, escape of the longing feeling. That's what it is. It's like this longing feeling of wanting something so dearly, so badly that it clouds your mind, that it holds on to you. But right now, they're saying it's just a delay. Right now, it's just a delay, and that's why with this card, we want to continue forward. We want to move forward with the mindset that it is just a delay. That it's not, to hold us down. It's not to hold us back. It's just a moment of, again, taking a step back and reflecting and realizing that there is always more than one way about things, okay? There's always more than one way to see things and feel things, okay? And the reason why I say that as well, besides the card itself, is we have the Chariot, okay? And this is allowing us to, again, journey to something new, those infinite possibilities. That is not the only way for something to happen. There is more than one way. This can be you traveling to a new place, traveling to a new mindset, opening up the, I want to say the metaphysical realms of your mind, and allowing that to encapsulate you and to hold you and to allow you to be able to go into the unknown. You don't know what's going to happen, but just know that it's going to work out for your good. Know that it's going to work out for your benefit. Know that it's going to work out in this mindset of I didn't know if I was even going to wake up tomorrow, but I had the expectancy that I was going to wake up tomorrow, right? So we're having this expectancy that we're going to wake up tomorrow. We're going to wake up the next day. Why not expect that something good is going to happen? Something good is going to work out for us. It's going to be for our benefit, right? The unknown is there until it's known. We don't know what we don't know until we know it. So be comfortable with that. You really have to be comfortable with that. People always want miracles. People always want, something miraculous to happen. But then they're not allowing themselves to sit in the uncomfortability of not knowing what the expectancy is, not knowing what the miracle is. They have to know what the miracle is, but a miracle is just something that happens spontaneously. They want something powerful to happen, magic to happen, all of this, but you have to be comfortable with the unknown. You have to be able to venture out there with that fire, with that water, with the balance of both, and allow it to push you forward and knowing, I got this. It's all good, okay? This is where we have the High Priestess, okay? This is letting us know, and this also came out in reverse, okay? The High Priestess came out in reverse for us. So this is letting us know that we are holding back ourselves. We are holding back our vision. We are holding back our craft. We are not putting ourselves out there. We are not recognizing that we have the knowledge, that we are on the game board. So but we have the option of what pieces we choose to move, what decisions we take. But we again are holding ourselves back, feeling like it is not in our will, it is not in our capabilities. We are shrinking our mindset, we are shrinking our vision to fit this mold of this is all that we're going to get, this is all that we're capable of, and not realizing that with the Chariot we can go into the unknown, right? We can go into something different. Excuse me. Again, do not hold yourself back. Like I said, with the 63, do not limit yourself, do not diminish yourself, do not hide yourself, do not repress repress your feelings, repress your emotions. Do not regress back to old habits and feeling like this is going to work. Why would it work when it got you in a position where you're feeling like it's not working? Right? So if it didn't work beforehand and you got to the situation, you're going to need to try something different. And what is something different is going into the unknown. Something that is a different realm of a possibility, right? Then the next card that we have, which is upright, is we have the Three of Swords, okay? We have the Three of Swords. And that is letting us know, again, it was something that broke our heart. Something that hurt us. Something where we felt like it was a wanting and we didn't get it. Like I said, it was this longing feeling. It's this wanting feeling. It's I need it. I have to have it. And when it didn't happen, or when we had to separate from something that we thought was for us, or that would go a long way, or that would work out in our end and for our benefit, and it didn't, we kind of felt like we were at a loss. Feel like things weren't working out for us in our greater good. Feel like things weren't working out for us in our benefit, for our mindset. We are hurt. And now we're even trying to prick, the sword right? And see, is this real? Is this reality? Did this really happen to me? Is it real? It even says stormy relationship, right? So it could be a situation that you had to deviate from, release yourself from, and it feels like it was the end. And you're like, is this real? Is this reality? It's like going through my heart. But 3 is also about the balance of realizing that this had to happen in a certain way. Whether you wanted it or not, it had to happen. It had to be a separation. But with this feeling, you do not want to feel like you're longing for something that you should have had. If you should have had it, you would have got it. It would have stayed. It would have been there. It would have been present. But it is not. And you have to realize you continuously poking it. And is this real? Is you continuously staying in the same mindset that I guess I am where I am. I'm ignorant. I don't know. I don't have a way out. I can't think of anything. No, we need to venture into the unknown, ready, proud, open, and focused, and prepared. Like it said, cautious optimism. I'm cautious about my surroundings, which means I'm just planning, I'm meditating, I'm going within. But also I'm optimistic that all of what I'm doing is new, it's powerful. I'm tapping into my inner child. I'm being more open, I'm being more expressive, I'm being more vocal. This was a reason that I had to get rid of these people. There's a reason I had to get rid of these habits. There's a reason that there was delays in my financials. There was a reason that there was a delay in me getting this promotion, or a reason that there was a delay in travels, or because I need to go within and recognize, is this even what I want? Is this what is for me? Right? I had a question today, right? It says, am I willing to follow through and lead the life I incarnated to live? Right? Are you willing to follow through in that life? Like, you didn't come here to suffer. You didn't come here to have pain. You didn't come here to be ridden with a longing feeling and hurt and all of this. No, you came here for love, for abundance, for an experience. Ooh, that was a good one to get rid of. Get rid of that. Get rid of it all and let it out and let it go, because it is not serving you any good, okay? We want to continue forward because our success is right around the corner, okay? The next one that we have is 7 of Pentacles. Sorry, not 7 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. The 9 of Pentacles, which is also 9 is about completion. 9 is about the end of something. 9 is about, okay, this is the climax. I've used all my lessons. I've used all my knowledge, all of my wisdom, like the High Priestess, but in the upright position, I'm knowledgeable beyond my years. I'm wise. I understand that I can do this. I'm a teacher. I'm a leader, right? I'm prophetic. I can go and venture out and do what I need to do, right? So the 9 of Pentacles, right, is about completion, but it's also about abundance. It's about wealth. Like I said, there was a reason that there may have been material delays. Whether that was a new home, whether that was a new car, whether that was finances, whether that was anything. There was a reason for that. So that way you can go really into yourself, which is about the retrograde. Going in, reflecting, and being honest and open about that, right? It literally says a wealthy and independent female, which is tapping into your feminine energy, which is nurturing, creative, but also assertive and confident and sure in self, which is loving and compassionate, all of those things. It says a wealthy and independent, meaning that you can rely on yourself. You do not need to long for an absence of love. You do not need to long for the material bondage of this world, okay? You do not need to feel like, oh, because this situation happens, I no longer know anything. I no longer have the capability to move forward, to think, to lead my own life. No, I'm going into the unknown and I'm venturing on this new journey, on this new aspect, because I am financially secure. It literally says material good fortune. It also says a pet lover. So if you love animals, I've been seeing animals all around. It also says pet lover. So if you, again, it's this expression of wanting to give outward to yourself. If you are looking for love, go get a pet. Can you even give love to somebody that you feel like you have to lead, that you have to teach, right? Or go, go to a pet store or something. Well, give that love. You're longing so much for love, but it went away from you. It's not there. They're not there anymore. They're not present anymore. There has to be a separation. It had to break your heart, and it has to realize, like, I'm so willing to give this love so much to other people. Can I give this to myself? Can I give this to something that can't verbally express it, especially with this moving out of that retrograde, right? That can't verbally express their love and things of that sort. Take that in as well, right? Take that in. The last one that we have is the Knight of Wands, all right? We have the Knight of Wands. And again, this is about us allowing ourselves to venture into something more, into something new, into that mindset of knowing, right? Look at that. And now, we got this card last time and it was in reverse, and now it's upright. So that's good for us. But it is about, again, a sudden journey. This is allowing us to just take that leap forward. It's allowing us to take that risk. It's allowing us to take that risk and know, I can step into the unknown. I can do that. Because everything that I waited for, everything that I wanted is coming for me. Everything that I need, I'm going to be sure of myself. I'm going to be mindful. I'm going to be wise. I'm going to take that cautious decision and do it in the right way, in the right mindset. I'm ready. It literally says a sudden journey, impulsive behavior. It says cautious optimism. Fire is about going. Water is also about going with the flow, but also, when you might be like, how does that work? Because it's about that balance. Like I said, they may seem like they don't go together, but like I said, if the fire is not hot enough, if you don't feel like you actually have the passion, the drive to actually go out there and do it, the water ain't gonna never boil. You ain't gonna feel like you can go with the flow. That things are coming into your life, right? You have to be willing to take that leap of faith in trusting yourself and believing yourself, which is also why the High Priestess was in reverse. It's because you feel like you don't trust in yourself. You feel like you don't have the knowledge. You feel like you don't have the wisdom. You feel like you don't have the leadership. You feel like you don't have the craft. You are that. You have infinite possibilities and infinite moves that you can make on this playing board. What are you going to do with it, right? What are you going to do with it? Are you going to take that leap of faith? Are you going to take that risk? Are you going to take that chance? Are you going to sit back and allow life to life you? Because then you're not even living, right? I wanted to read, thank you, Spirit. That's what I wanted to do. That's for me, not for y'all. I wanted to go ahead and read just some final things. It won't be too long of a reading because, like I said, I don't want to overwhelm you with the thought. Ooh, getting it all out. Take a risk, take a chance, make a change, and break away. I don't know why this song just came out. I'll spread my wings and I'll learn how to fly. Damn, I forgot the rest of the words. You get what I mean. Kelly Clarkson, Break Away. We all know the song. Break away. Break away from that mindset. Break away from your regular routine and start a new routine. Start something new. Start something different. Change your perspective of thinking. Oh. Oh. Okay. We're getting a lot of major arcana cards. So that's good news. That means we're right now in the staple of rebuilding the pillars of our life, our pillars of our mainframe, the pillars of our thinking. Okay. Again, like I said, it could have been a tower moment. It could have been a destruction moment, especially with that Three of Swords. It definitely was a moment that shook and rocked your world that you may not have been expecting, that you may not have been wanting, but it worked out for your benefit, for your good. Ooh, definitely. All right, Spirit, I just want one final card, please. Just one final card for the collective. Nice. Oh, look at that. Right at the bottom. Light. The light is within. Okay. Let's go ahead. We have 4 major arcana cards. We have one, I forgot the green, a motion card and 1 physical card. So again, these are all about balance. So let's go in numerical order. I like numerical order. So the first card that we have is Triumph. Again, that 9, an accumulation of things. We just got out of the retrograde. We are currently in the shadow period. We are ending things. We have ended things. And now it's about that triumph. And now it's about that accumulation of that success. And it is here for us. Again, with like the 9 of Pentacles, with the Chariots, with the Knight of Wands. Everything is working out for us. We just have to have that cautious optimism. Triumph. So let's go ahead and get into this. It's also on page 55. So 55 is all about change. And it's all about new things and new directions, okay? Okay? It says addictions and self-limiting behaviors are being addressed. Again, that mindset of holding in. This is a time when you or someone else in your life may be placing too much emphasis on the material, physical world and its pleasures, okay? It says we're all connected to the divine source. We have a tendency to pull away when it's natural. Okay, it says we become disconnected from spirit and the source. It says the temptation card is calling you to take a hard look at your life and ask yourself, and I want you to ask yourself this, write it down. Okay, I have like a whole entire journal just of questions and I answer them. Ask yourself these questions because it allows introspection and intro to your mind. It's like an intro, like you're taking a peek and you getting the intro to your own life. What is it called? Like intro to physics 101, intro to science 101, like that type of it. You're getting that intro look into your life, right? Because you're starting anew. So you need to relearn yourself. It says, where in my life am I suffering from addictive behaviors? Where in my life am I suffering from addictive behavior? Okay? So that can be too much TV, that can be too much sleeping, that can be too much eating, that can be too much drinking, that can be too much smoking, that can be too much negative talk, too much negative thinking. That can be too much, oh, I need to work, but you don't take a break, you don't think about yourself, right? So where is your addictive behavior and where are you suffering? The second question, is there negative thinking or behavior that's causing the life force to seep out of my soul? Ooh. I'm going to read that again. Is there negative thinking or behavior that's causing the life force to seep out of my soul? Your life force is what is here. I don't know if anybody watches Naruto, but when they take out their life force, right, they're dead. They're gone. Like, even if like we're thinking about the Hyuga clan, if they hit certain chakra points, they can no longer do that anymore, right? Or like if they're draining of their energy, they're taking out their life force, which is their chi, which is, or even the Avatar, The Last Airbender. I just watched Naruto more than I watched that. But me recognition of that, right? The last question, are the people in relationships in my life giving me energy or are they draining it? Okay? Are the people in my life in relationships giving me energy or draining it? And also this is the devil card in the major arcana. This is the devil card, which is we also got that last time. Okay? So it says, learn to embrace your fears and all of your doubts so that every situation in your life becomes a learning experience. Gaining the knowledge that the physical world teaches will help you transcend to a higher spiritual awareness. Okay? So again, that is a devil card, but we're going to triumph over that. We're going to ask those questions of why we are holding ourselves back mentally, physically, and where we are thinking it in a way that is negative, that is evil fantasies, that is just material bondage, things of that sort, right? The next card that we have is transformation, which is 13, which is also the number of death. the number of the end, right? Transformation, okay? This is the second major arcana card. What the fuck? Spirit is hilarious. Spirit is really fucking hilarious. They're telling me right now, because when I looked at it, right, I looked at the number for it, but I didn't look at the word. I looked at the number and it led me straight to 55. 55 is actually temptation, which is our third card, which is the devil card. So Spirit said we wanted you to read that first because we need you to triumph over your temptations. I can't stand when they trick me. It's hilarious, but it's not. And I'm like, why the hell is this increasing with numbers? But they said they want us to triumph over our temptations. They want us to get over that. They want us to ask those questions. They need us to triumph over that because right now it is weighing us down to the point of no return. And even if we look at this, right? If we look at the temptation card, which I was going to read third, you heard me. They just fucking with me. It's literally pushing away the key. It's pushing away what is opening it. And literally, if we look, if we look at the center, can you see it? It literally has like a little key hole inside of its heart, but it's pushing away what can open up its heart, what can open up when you are connected with your heart, you're able to connect your mind with your heart. You're able to be in balance, you're able to be in focus, you're able to realize that. But when you are tempted, you are pulled down by this dark force, and that's what's seeping out. It's draining, and it's literally like screaming. Y'all funny as fuck. So let's go backwards so they can hear how to triumph, Spirit. I literally looked and I read triumph, but it led me to 55. They said, no, we're going to do this first. It says the power of your soul is pushing and nudging you steadily forward. Whether you're setting new goals, developing ideas, or planning a journey, it's essential that it's carefully thought out. When you tap into your inner guidance and balance, it's with self-control, hard work, and perseverance. It's likely to manifest a triumph outcome, okay? This is, come on now, the Chariot. It's literally the Chariot. We just got the Chariot. They're like, they already got, we need you to read this. And we got the Devil last time. But last time I mean it's a reading that I posted on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me on there, I sometimes just post readings only on Instagram and I don't post them on here. So, yeah. But it says, when you try to move forward without balance, direction, or guidance, it's easy to slip off your intended path and be drawn away from your desired goal. Now is not the time to let go or allow the river of life to pull you in its current, as you can so easily lose control. Grab your oars and grip them tightly and steer carefully toward your highest aim or destination. Okay? So again, triumph over your temptations. Be more focused within. Be more focused on the new direction, on your inner self, on that guidance. Okay? Go steadily forward. Do not go away from your true desires by the outside current. Okay? Now we're going to go to 13, which is transformation. Now we can go to transformation. So once we triumphed over our temptation, we can have true transformation, okay? A time of endings is close at hand. Don't resist the abrupt changes that are suddenly happening in your life and or that has happened in your life. These can be taking place in your personal life, relationships, business, or career. Remember, it was the business delays with the Chariot, and it was also the Three of Swords, where it was like it was a disruption in your relationship, okay? You have the strength, as the transformation card asks you, to have courage and to know that renewal follows every conclusion. This card comes forth to remind you that the death of an old way of thinking and believing must occur before you can move forward on your new path. And this is the regular death card in the regular tarot. So transformation is death. Like I said, it's the end of something. Answer these questions as well. It says, you can't live in the past. It's time to move on. In order to take the next positive step, you should look closely at your own life and ask yourself, are there loose ends that need to be tied up? Now, don't overthink it. Is there a loose end that needs to be tied up? If there is, go do it. If there isn't, let it be. Okay? Are there people in my life whom I need to express myself to? Is there? Or do you feel like you owe them that? Or you feel like you have to do that in order, like, don't overthink it. Do not overthink it, baby. Do not, okay? The last question is, what needs to be completed so I can have a fresh start? When you do so, you'll have a stronger, more reinforced foundation to carry you through the new beginnings that await you. Like I said, this is new. You are building something new. The major arcana is about the pillars in our life that we experience throughout our everyday or more frequently than the others. That's how I just say it. So if this is the pillars of our life and we need to triumph over our temptations in order to have a transformation, what do you think we need to do? Shadow. Tap into that shadow, 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 tap into that shadow, shadow, shadow. It's literally the same person. We know how it's the same person because they're holding the exact same thing. They don't have different things. They're holding the exact same thing. Your shadow self has the same desires as your light self. Right? So when you hide your shadow, you're hiding your true desires. You're hiding your true wants. You're not listening to your subconscious. You're not listening to your intuition. Your shadow is things that you just need to work on and give love and care to, okay? And since this card represents emotions, sensitivity, and a reminder that nothing in life is at a standstill. This is a world of constant flux, and one thing is certain, everything changes. The only constant is change, right? It says this card is calling you to action. The time is now when you may have to face your worst fears and look into the dark shadows of your soul, which is why they're asking you to answer those questions, because you have to go in to answer those questions. Nobody else can answer that for you for your life. Okay? You must learn to confront what you've avoided and walk courageously through it. Always know that life naturally revitalizes itself, and as it does, so do you. Okay? It says this card indicates a time when your psychic sensitivity may be quite intense. Learn to open up to it, or if need be, to turn it down. Your body is one big psychic antenna, so just remember that you're in control of how high or low you want the reception to be. Okay? It says the traditional tarot is the moon. So again, following your intuition, looking deeper into yourself, which is why they want us to answer all these questions. Temptation is also something that we're not looking at. We want to go ahead and take a look at that, take a closer look. We want to transform. We want to be new. We want to be renewed, okay? So now we're going to go ahead and get into, we're going to get into the physical first, because that is what they're giving me. And we have the number 8 for physical, which is positive movement forward. And for them to say, grab your oars and keep it steady for the triumph, and just keep it steady and grab your oars on this wave and with the dips, and then for this to be positive movement forward in the physical world. Come on now, they speaking to you. They speaking to you. They're letting you know. They talk to you. It says you're a true artisan, for you have the craft, skills, knowledge, gifts, and talents to assist you even more to advance in a positive direction. Right? The number 8 also denotes prosperity and abundance, but in this case, it's your efforts that have gotten you to this point, or your lack of. Okay? It says, good for you. This card often comes forth to honor and recognize individuals who are in the fields of art, design, music, and education. When you follow and build on your passion, the soul can truly express itself and can then assist you to move closer toward your highest good. An opportunity can suddenly come up with an offer of an apprenticeship. Notice if there are any areas of passion that are trying to manifest into your world. When they arise, you'll have ample moments to share them with others. Again, this is not a time to hide your light. This is not a time to diminish yourself. This is not a time to regress back to old habits, to doubt, to self-loathe, to worry, to feed into that temptation and material bondage and holding on to things so tightly that they wind up slipping out anyway. Oh shit, let me go get my charger. Oh geez Louise, hold on. I do not want that, y'all. Hold on. Hi, Papa. This is real shit right here. Go in, baby, go in. Okay, there we go. I do not want to go in. Might be a little awkward, but we ride, baby, we ride. Hi, Papa. Okay. Oh yeah, that looks fucked. Hold on. We're at the end. We're at the end now. So it's okay. It's okay. Hi, baby. Okay. So, again, you got this. 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 Okay? So the last card that we have is our emotions. Disconnect and boredom. Like I said, Spirit has been telling us, do not lose our spiritual self, our emotional self, our mental self. We need to continuously be in balance. Things can happen around us, but it should not conflict or restrict what is inside of us, okay? It says this card signifies a time when you may experience stagnation, discontent, and boredom. I said disconnect. There is a disconnect though. Oh, there we go. Feelings of restlessness and impatience surround you. A relationship, project, or situation isn't moving forward fast enough and could be draining you emotionally and energetically. Then we just got on the Mercury retrograde. Oh, you're longing for change, and although one door may be closing, don't focus all your energy on it, as opportunity will soon knock. I just want to stop because look, the key is literally, I wish you guys can see, the key is like a placeholder, is on his chest, but he's pushing the key to actually open what is inside of him away because he's weighed down by his temptations, by him not looking inside of himself, by him not actually taking that deep dive and realizing I got all of him inside of me. It's just a matter of me pushing it out. Because it's going to come out anyway, but is it going to come out in a way that is hindering or in a way that is beneficial? It says a window or another door could quickly open, and if your attention and awareness isn't focused, you can easily miss it. Watch for synchronistic events that bring books, speakers, workshops, and new people into your life. Any of these could possibly hold a message for you. Have faith in divine timing. Okay? And know that everything changes for a reason. This card acts as a reminder that it's a perfect time to reevaluate and search within your heart and soul for fresh insights. For fresh. That's why I want to answer that question. Are you willing to follow through and lead the life I incarnated to live? You know what you want. You came out here with the desire, with the meaning, and longing, with the feeling of this is what I'm going to have. This is what I'm going to do. Don't lose focus. And even with the Chariot card, it said delayed in financials. But even with this, it said it's going to be quick decisions. Knight of Wands, quick decisions, making it fast. But that only comes, you don't know what decision to make for you that's going to be right if you don't go within. You're going to be led by your false desires of the outside world and not the real desires of what is intuitively inside of you, right? So take that in, take that understanding, take that knowledge, okay? This is me a reading. Spirit wants you to go within. Answer those questions. Please answer those questions. And if you need me to send you the questions, put them in the comments and I'll send them in the comments. I do not mind, okay? But you have to go within, because not everything, as we can see, like I said, it's quick, it ebbs and flows. It can go away and it can come quickly. So why rely on something that we know is going to change versus having true confidence, true foundation that is solid inside of ourselves, that is within balance, that is within knowledgeable reason, okay? Understand that. Recognize that. It says good energy comes in many forms. I am ready to accept them all. Okay? I'm ready to accept them all. Take it in, and I'm going to read that affirmation one more time for y'all. Okay? It says, it is easy for me to clear mental clutter and see beyond the obvious. Okay? Look at that proverb. Look at the cards. They're saying it is time for you to take action. It's time for you to take movement in your life. Don't be held down by delays. Delays just means it kind of have to take a step back, but it doesn't mean that it was ever stopping. Okay? I love you guys. Hope that you got something. Hope that it resonated. Like, share, subscribe. I will be back on here on Friday and on Sunday. I missed the Sunday because it was Mother's Day and I had to take an emotional break. But I will be back on here on Friday and on Sunday. I love you all and take care, okay? Take care of yourself.